All right, so let's go through how to make this cam. We're going to use this data right here this is a situation where something rises up and then stays at the highest point for a little while and then comes back down and then stays down for a little bit before it starts over again. So that's the general idea here. But one of the things I'm looking at when I look at this one is this section right in here. I'm going to probably eliminate that dip. I'm probably just going to make this um, stay consistently at, I guess that's 9. So I may just make it go, I'm probably going to make 0 at 9 and 340 and 360 at 9 as well. Just smooth that out so that we don't have this dip for the follower to get caught on. And it's also important to note that it's really just an arc or a regular circle for right here because it's all the same radius. It's all that 28/16. But let's go to our inventor. Let's go to a new part and start a 2D sketch in the XY plane. And as before, we're going to do construction, and we're going to make lines. They're going to be construction lines, and we're going to go through and make them for the data that we have. Like I said, I'm going to make this first one at 9/16, 0 degrees, and then we're going to do another one at 9/16, at 20 degrees, and then we're going to go up to 12/16 at 40. And then we're going to go 15 and a half, 15.5 sixteenths at 60 degrees. And then at 80 degrees, we're going to do 18.5 sixteenths at 80. 20/16 at 90. 22/16 at 100. 25/16 at 120. 28 sixteenths at 140. Now, we're actually going to continue that. So it's also going to be 28/16, which, by the way, if you'll notice, is 1.75 inches, 1 3/4 inches. That one's also going to be, that's going to be the value at 160 as well. And at 180. And at 200. Oh, I gotta be careful though. I'm gonna undo that because I pressed over 180, so I'll need to be careful because I'm gonna go, so 1.75, you'll notice, but I'm not actually gonna put in 200 because it's measuring the angle from the other direction. So we're actually gonna put 160. Starting to count down again from 180. There we go. Now it's in the right spot. And then we start going down again. So at 140 is going to be 140 degrees, counting down now, is going to be 25/16. And then 22/16 at 120. And 20/16 at 100. And then 18.5/16 at 90. Fifteen and a half at 80. Oh, so I have to fix that. In fact, I'm just going to undo that last one. I forgot to hit my 16ths. We're in good shape. Let's try that one again. That's 15.5 divided by 16 at 80. There we go. And then 12/16 at 300, which is actually going to be 60 degrees below that. And then we're going to do the rest of them at 9/16. So we're going to go here, and 9/16 at 40 degrees below. And 9/16 at 20 degrees below. All right, now I've got those done. I'm going to turn off construction. And I'm going to do the interpolation spline, find the starting value that I had here, which was 9. Yep, right here. Click once. And then at the end of each of these lines that I made, not bad. I think the follower will be able to follow that without too much difficulty. So we're going to put that circle in the middle now. 0.25 is the diameter on that. Finish it, and let's see if we can extrude it. There it is, 0.25. Now, if we wanted to, we could possibly do this maybe as maybe an ellipse, pretty fat ellipse, but that might work. So if we wanted to simplify this, we could, let's see. So if we roughly looked at this, inspected it from the distance, let's say the distance from, let's see, well, let me find a distance here. Distance between those 2 points about 2.6 inches. How about the distance from here to here? 2.3. So you could, if you wanted with this one, maybe make an ellipse. That is, we'll center it here. Now we'll dimension it. We'll say this dimension is going to be, let's see, we wanted it 2.3 going across, so we're going to make this 2.3 divided by 2 because it's like a radius. And we'll see if it'll let us do this one. That'll work. And this we'll call 2.6 divided by 2. So this shape is roughly what we see when we look at this. It's a little tilted, but that's all right. And then we could put our circle off to the right here, our axis. So we could take this and put a circle somewhere over here. Make it 0.25 in diameter. And then dimension it accordingly. So maybe we could say this dimension at the center for this circle, we want from there to, oh, we need to put a point there, don't we? Let's put a point here. There we go. And now we'll dimension from the center of the circle to that point. And we will call that, we say about 9/16. So 9 divided by 16. All right. If we wanted it a little smaller, we could probably go, let's go 7/16. There we go. I like that. Finish the sketch and extrude this. This is a good approximation for the one we just did. It'll be smoother all the way around. It may not be exactly what we planned in the beginning, but as you notice, this and this aren't really going to be that far off. These little bumps here won't get really noticed. And you'll still have a nice long stretch in here where you're pretty much not changing your height. So there's always the possibility of simplifying these if you'd like. Either one of those would be fine. Don't forget, save it, put your name and period number in the file name, and submit it to the Schoology so that I can cut it out for you.